Today, we are embarking on a journey that will touch your heart and soul. Have you ever wondered why your wife came into your life? Was it just a coincidence? A series of events? Or could there be something deeper? Some higher power guiding the path? Could your wife be not only your life partner, but also your karma and grace? According to the teachings of great spiritual gurus, like Paramahansa Yogananda, no relationship happens by chance. Life is not a series of random coincidences. It is a web of energies, choices, and divine resonance. Your wife is not here just to make you happy or walk with you in love. She is here to awaken you, to catalyze your past karma, and to develop you through joy and pain. She is your reflection. She is your test and your support. Often, she is the divine hand that walks with you when you are unable to walk alone. This video is not just about marriage. It is about seeing your partner through the eyes of the soul. It is about understanding why love can be hard, yet profoundly sacred. It is about knowing how your inner growth is shaping through your wife. If you have ever felt that your marriage is not just an emotional bond but holds hidden lessons, mysteries, and guidance, stay with me. Today, we will discover how your wife can be both your karma and your grace, and how this simple truth can open the door to living your life and love on a deeper spiritual level. Let's walk together on this sacred path. In this life, and in all the past births, every thought, every word, and every action leaves an impression on your soul. This is the law of karma. It is not a punishment, nor is it a reward. It is simply balance, a divine justice. As Paramahansa Yogananda taught, no soul comes into your life by accident. Every relationship is drawn to you based on the energy you have created in this life, or often from previous ones, like a magnet, pulling you towards them. Your wife is not here by coincidence. Her presence is not random. She is a soul whose path has crossed yours before. Perhaps you loved her before. Perhaps you hurt her. Or perhaps she has come in this life to complete something unfinished. She has returned, or you have returned to her, so that the seeds of karma can bloom in growth, healing, and transformation. Some souls come into our lives for fleeting moments, but a life partner is energetically and spiritually connected to us at a deeper level. She reflects your virtues, sometimes your strengths, sometimes your weaknesses. Through this mirror, karma reveals its purpose. Yogananda Ji taught that relationships are the soul's day classes. The people closest to us are often those with whom we have deep karmic bonds. Your wife is not only part of your destiny, she is a part of your soul's return to God. With this understanding, you can begin to see her not only as a companion in this life, but as a fellow traveler, helping you complete the invisible script of your past karma. This awareness is the first step towards intelligent and liberating love. In India's sacred traditions, women are not seen as inferior or lowly. They are revered as the embodiment of Shakti, the creative energy of the universe. Paramahansa Yogananda often reminded his disciples that a woman, especially as a wife, is not just with you, but a living symbol of grace when she enters a man's life through marriage. She brings with her karmic connections and divine possibilities. If a husband sees her only through the eyes of attachment or desire, he loses a great opportunity. But if he sees her through the eyes of wisdom, as a channel of the Divine Mother, her presence becomes sacred. She nourishes not only his body and emotions, but his soul as well. In her smile, he finds peace. In her strength, he finds courage. Even in her complaints or challenges, he discovers hidden lessons that help him grow. Yogananda ji said, "When you learn to see the soul in your partner, you begin to love through God's eyes." Your wife does not just fulfill worldly duties. She consciously or unconsciously helps you walk your path. She softens your rough edges. She humbles your ego. Often, she gives more than she takes. When she loves selflessly, she becomes an instrument of divine grace in your life. This grace is not always sweet. It may be sharp. It may be silent. But it is always sacred. Begin to see her beyond her name or role. She is a spark of the divine, temporarily appearing as your wife to elevate your soul. When you start seeing her this way, your home becomes a temple, and your marriage becomes a path to spiritual freedom. We often expect only happiness, joy, and companionship from marriage. But Paramahansa Yogananda lovingly reminds us that true love, like true spiritual growth, is not always easy. Your wife's presence in your life is not just to make you happy through the hidden power of karma. Karma does not always come in the form of pain, nor can it always be easily recognized. Sometimes it comes through emotional challenges, recurring patterns, misunderstandings, or the friction of two personalities living together. Your wife, knowingly or unknowingly, may activate emotions within you: anger, jealousy, ego, insecurity, not because she is wrong, but because your soul is ready to face them and rise above them. This is the lesson of karma. Yogananda ji said, "Every test is an opportunity to strengthen your soul." When your wife challenges you, she is not attacking you. She is reflecting something within you that is ready to change. Your patience grows when she tests you. Your ego softens when it is humbled by her. Your love deepens when it weathers the storm together. So instead of asking, "Why is she like this?" ask yourself, "What is this teaching me?" Your relationship is not just personal, it is spiritual. Through your wife, life gives you lessons wrapped in everyday conversations, emotional responses, and even moments of silence. If you resist them, they will repeat. But if you learn from them, they dissolve. This is the sacred dance of karma that manifests in the intimate space of your home. When you begin to understand this, you start to see your struggles not as gates. Your wife becomes not just your companion, but a hidden teacher. Through your shared life, both souls are slowly purified, uplifted, and brought closer to God. Marriage is not just a social contract. It is not merely about sharing a home, raising a family, or fulfilling duties. On a deeper level, marriage is a spiritual practice, a sacred discipline that God has placed in your life for the growth of your soul. As Paramahansa Yogananda often said, true spiritual progress doesn't just happen in caves or ashrams. It happens in the everyday moments of life, especially in the sacred space of marriage. When two souls come together, their energies begin to influence each other. Their behaviors, emotions, and thoughts deeply affect one another. This intimacy, though beautiful, also brings great opportunities for growth. Through marriage, you are invited repeatedly to practice selflessness, forgiveness, patience, and compassion. These are not small things. These are the cornerstones of spiritual life. When your wife challenges you, When misunderstandings arise, when your expectations are not met, these moments become your true practice. Can you remain calm? Can you respond with love? Can you let go of the need to always be right? If yes, you are practicing. You are not just navigating a relationship, you are on a spiritual journey. Yogananda ji said, "The test of spirituality is in karma, and marriage gives you that test every day." It is not about perfection. It is about awareness. Your wife is not here to walk at your pace. She is walking with you on her own journey. The more you walk with wisdom and humility, the more your union becomes a holy offering. When you begin to see her, not just as your partner, but as an instrument of grace, your marriage becomes a sacred path of inner transformation and divine union. In this life, there are moments when your wife's presence feels like a solace, like a balm to the soul. When the weight of the world feels heavy, and yet her word, her touch, her face brings you peace. These moments are not small. They are glimpses of grace. Yogananda ji taught that grace often comes through those closest to us. When your wife stands by you in your weakness, reminds you of your light in your moments of doubt, or silently walks beside you through a storm, she becomes an instrument of that divine grace. She may not even realize it, but through her love, God is reaching you. Grace does not always come in dramatic forms. Sometimes, it's in the quiet trust she places in you when you've lost faith in yourself. Sometimes, it's in the meals she prepares without complaint, the concern she shows in her eyes, or the silent prayer she sends up for your well-being. These moments are sacred. They are glimpses of divine grace flowing through her. When you begin to see her this way, your home becomes a temple. Your arguments become purifications. Your love becomes a prayer. As Yogananda ji said, see God in those who serve you in small ways. Your wife is not just here to balance your karma. She is here to uplift you on your journey. If she walks with devotion, kindness, and forgiveness, she is truly a blessing born from your own spiritual merit. Her presence becomes both a mirror and a gift. When you begin to see her through eyes of wisdom and love, your relationship will deepen into a sacred offering. So now, when you begin to see your wife, not just as your partner, but as your spiritual companion, a sacred gift, you will see that your home becomes a temple and your marriage a path to spiritual freedom. You will see that the little struggles, the little challenges, are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth. Your wife will no longer be just a companion. She will be the living embodiment of grace in your life, guiding you, challenging you, and helping you rise to the highest version of yourself.